Hello everyone, I am so excited to do this training with you guys. This has been something on my list for such a long time. So I'm so excited to get started with this. So if you're new here, let me tell you a bit about me. So I am Sasha. I am a business and freedom coach for women entrepreneurs and coaches. I have been working with over 150 plus women entrepreneurs in the last 1 year. So it has been an intensive journey in the last year, but one of the most common problems that I came across was we don't know how to use social media in our benefit. And that is the reason I decided let me make a free training on how to use your content to bring you clients organically, consistently, and quality clients, not the people who turn up in your programs or get in touch with you and just say that it's too expensive for them to sign up. So I wanted to create something like that, and with that intention I am creating this training. Hope this helps all the people who are watching this. I have been an entrepreneur for almost a decade now, and one of my biggest expertise is marketing, because I still remember when Instagram just came in and there were all these different platforms coming in, Reels, TikToks. So I used to be this person who wanted to grow my own audience. I grew my audience, like my total audience, to almost 50,000 in 2 years. So I'm going to share the exact steps that helps you attract the clients that you want for yourself, as well as helps you to position yourself as an expert. So this is what this training is going to be all about, and I'm so excited to get started. So first thing is that this training is for the people who really feel that they have an overwhelm when it comes to making content. Okay, you might be this person who feels, okay, there is so many things I'm making, I don't know which one is going to work. Our people are going to see my content. I have spent so much money on ads and nothing ever worked. So if you're operating from any of these struggles, then trust me, this organic content strategies are going to help you to go from where you are with overwhelm right now to a place where you can schedule your own content out. Okay, and honestly, you don't even need a VA or someone to do it for you. You can do it for yourself after following all the steps, right? So let's get started. So the first thing to always remember as an entrepreneur is that you are your brand's ambassador, right? You are the person who is being positioned in the terms of the face of the brand. So you are the face of the brand. People want to know more about you. People want to know who you are, what you have done, how you have helped people, how your product is changing things, how your service is going to change things for them. They need to know this before they think of investing in someone. Like when I started this video, I wanted to share that I have a decade-long experience. I wanted to share that, okay, this is how I have helped. This is how I have literally trained 150 plus women in a year. And it's almost 8 years right now, soon to be a decade. So I have helped so many women in this long period of time. And I always felt that women are so powerful. So when you are the face of the brand, you should project that. That's the energy that is going to be projected in form of your content. Because honestly, your content is the only thing available which your potential client, which your ideal client actually looks at and understands that, okay, this is for me. She's speaking to me. Now, how do you build that? So we will be sharing a few frameworks and few strategy on how you can use those frameworks to position yourself as an expert. Now, I like to see it to be like a likable expert. Now, the reason I'm seeing it to be likable expert is that an expert is someone whom you know that, okay, this person knows a lot. But a likable expert is someone whose vibe, whose energy, whose aura, you like it so much, and you also feel that you resonate with them at certain point, that you feel that investing in them, in their program, is going to be a good fit for you, right? So from that particular intention, I wanted to create this entire strategy down for you, which is going to help you to position yourself as a likable expert. So how do you do that? The first thing that you do here is you just separate. Like, how do you become likable to someone? This happens when you start sharing bits of your lifestyle with them. Now, when you start sharing lifestyle content, and I will go deeper into what I mean by it, how do you connect with people? So, lifestyle content is nothing but things which you do in your normal life, which you do in your personal life, how you're living your life, things like that. Okay, that gives the audience a bit more like a larger view of who you are, how do you live, what are your priorities, right? So suppose you are a coach who helps moms through postpartum, or you are a mom who helps women to like take care of themselves over the period of time and not lose themselves in this entire process, because we women like juggle so many things at the same time, right? So if you are that particular coach, you need to show how you're spending time with your kids. You need to show that, okay, how do you prioritize self-care for yourself, or what are your favorite activities that you do with your kids. So all these things are going to help you position yourself as someone who is very easily resonated by these other people who are watching your content and consuming it on a daily basis, right? So when you start sharing bits of how you spend your life, your own lifestyle, it helps people to kind of understand where you're coming from and also resonate with you to a particular extent. Suppose on Sundays you spend time with your family, or every Sunday you have this self-care ritual for yourself, or every Sunday you go to the church. Things like that are going to be the things that connect you with other people, which helps people to know, okay, this is who she is, this is how her personality is. Because trust me, when you work with someone, it is just not how much knowledge they have or how much value they are giving you, but also the person you're working with has to be the person with whom you can actually visualize a relationship, a work relationship, as well as understand that, okay, this is a person who could understand me, right? Because your clients want to work with someone who can actually understand them and understand that you will be a good listener and you will be the person solving their problems. If they don't have that faith in you, they won't feel like investing in you. Right? So I see this to my clients a lot of time, that many times when you hear objections like, okay, this is too expensive for me, I just really feel that it is not exactly like they don't have that $500. Most of the times it is like, I don't feel that this has so much value that is worth $500 that I have in my account at the moment, right? So how do you preach, or how do you show up as someone who has that value, that whatever you want to charge or whatever you're offering in your program is worth it? Now, you might just argue and see that, okay, my program is actually valuable, but if you're not showing up as that, because first it's your content, they are bringing in the people are getting nurtured by it, people are connecting with you via that, right? Even if within the program it is too much valuable, if they don't sign up, they are not going to know, right? So this is going to be the first step, which is again the first pillar, as I call it, is the lifestyle content, which is L. So what I mean here by L is I follow this methodology which I call love. So where the L stands for this lifestyle content, which should be the first pillar for your social media content. So if you are one of my clients who is watching this free training, you already know I have already explained this to you guys. But in this training, I'm also adding a few more stuff which comes from a lot of research and a lot of books and my own experiences that I have actually never shared in a program before. So you need to stay tuned till the end to get those value bits. And I hope this is going to be super helpful. Now, if you're someone who is watching this video and would love to have someone who can guide you through this process, help you build the content up, help you show up, help you get leads, help you close them, and also create offers which really make sense and helps you to get the people you want. Because sometimes you have an amazing offer, but you don't know whom you're reaching to, how you're showing up, and you end up attracting the wrong people and your offer fails. Sometimes you have too many offers and you really don't know which one is going to work. So if you want someone to streamline this entire process for you, then I have created a particular program, and this program is super close to me. I am running an introductory sale. So if you are going through this training, supposedly you're watching it during that sale period, so it's going to be for the next 10 days from the time I'm launching this video. So you're going to pay only $500. Actually, it's $499 to be very specific. And you're going to get 6 months of coaching. So that is not even like a group coaching stuff. It's one-to-one with me, along with a lot of bonuses, along with a lot of one-to-one private calls, along with a free self-paced course, which is going to be pretty lengthy. Like, it's going to be like, you can give like 1 hour a week or something like that for the first 3 months or something. So that will help you to kind of complete it. But then also you're going to have a lot of bonus stuff, like you will going to be getting objection manual, I call it, because any client objections that comes up to you, you can just use that manual to know that, okay, this is how you answer them back. So you're going to get all those things. You're going to get the templates. You're going to get the social media calendar. You're going to get all those things in this at only $500, which is like $80 a month. Right? Like at the price of a membership, you're going to get a coaching like this, right? So watch till the end of the training. This training is obviously free. So I'm sure that you will get a lot of value from here. But if you're watching this and you really feel that, yes, I need help with this, don't forget to sign up to the program, because trust me, this program is going to have immense value. You will see that I have mentioned a lot of things about the program. Who is it for? What is the transformation going to look like? How I am guaranteeing 100% satisfaction, things like that also. But I'm not going to speak a lot about it, because I really want to share and transfer the value also that I want to give in this training. But if you feel that this is going to be super helpful for you, and this is something which is the need of the hour for your business, don't forget to sign up right away. So, as I just said, that likable expert, now is the chance to be the expert, right? So as for the methodology love, next comes O, right? So the O stands for outcome here. Now, what is the outcome I'm speaking of? So you start sharing with testimonials of clients who have loved your work, right? So if you even see, like in my offer page, I'm going to have so many testimonials coming from my amazing clients who are loving the transformation they are in. So what you do through the testimonials is you let them know that, okay, that awesome, like she has helped so many people and they are actually at the place where I want to be. So let me just invest in her. So that is when you use the outcome posts in form of your content planning strategies. Now, another thing that can also be used in the outcome post, if you're just starting out as a coach or don't have a lot of clients yet, or you're at the place where you have a lot of clients but you never ask testimonials from them, because that is something I've seen so many of my clients be at that state, or maybe you're not in touch with them, so you can't ask for a testimonial now, or it's going to take longer. So what you can start in that case is start with storytelling. Tell your story. Okay, your story is the most powerful thing in your business. Trust me, I see so many people spending money on ads, and whatever audience I have grown to, I have never used ads. Swearing on it, I've never used ads. Because I always felt that once I have an organic reach, I have the audience that I really want to have, once I build that up, then only I'm going to be using ads for my benefits, right? I don't want it at a place where Facebook or Instagram starts thinking that, okay, this person spends so much money on ads, they are just going to get reach when they pay on ads. So I didn't want them to interpret it like that, very honestly. So I have always followed that. And I always try saying my clients that as well, that okay, it's you're using ads. I even help them with targeting at times. But I always say them that it's very important to also have the organic reach, and then you use ads on it. Okay, so you just don't start with ads. You have something, then you build on it, right? So how you position yourself in the outcome is that you use your story. You say that, okay, suppose you're a relationship coach. So you speak about your breakup. You speak how you dealt with it, or you speak about your divorce, from your divorce to finding the man that you have and how you can help. What are the lessons you learned? What was the outcome? Okay, what were the traumas within you that led to that divorce? Things like that. Or why were you actually attracting a man like that? Things like that. Those are the outcome posts that actually show the A to B transformation. Okay, so what do I mean by A to B transformation is that no one wakes up in the morning and thinks, I want a coaching program. People always think that I don't need a coaching program. They think that I am in this shitty marriage and I really want to get out of it. And if you are the person who is going to hold their hand and help them cross through that bridge, right? You're going to build that bridge and help them cross through that ocean, then that is why they are investing in you. So when you have those outcome posts where you speak about how you help that happen for your clients and how you're doing that for all the other people and how you have even done it for yourself, your clients are going to have that faith on you and feel that, okay, this is amazing, let me just invest in her and let me also get the results that she's providing, right? So this is the mantra here, right? So you need to understand that you have to use the outcome post as one of the very major pillars here, because you are sharing your own story. You are speaking more about the A to B transformation. You are speaking, educating people about what you know, because you're consistently showing them, okay, you are an expert because you know these are the things that happen. You're showing them that, okay, I help them help XYZ to reach from here to here. And you are also projecting more and more light on, okay, this is also my story and how I figured it out, right? So this is a very, very important part of your content. If you are not sharing this, if you are, I've seen so many people just share like those cute graphics, and that's amazing. Graphics are wonderful. Canva is great. But I've just seen them just giving like value posts. Some of the people are using ChatGPT and just writing it down. ChatGPT is amazing. I also use it many of the times. But honestly, I just feel sometimes it's nice to kind of mix your own voice with AI so that your own voice is not lost, right? So how you communicate, and like if you want help with prompts, obviously reach out. I'm going to help you with prompts that also help you like how you can like fix your copy in that sense. So that is also a part of the program, amazingly. So yeah. But it's very important to have your message clear, have your personalized thing there where you kind of show up and make sure that, okay, this is how I am and this is how my life is thanks to my business. And you also show that, okay, this is what I know, this is how I educate, this is how your transformation looks like. So don't ever stop speaking about it, okay? Now, I had to include this point, and I think I made a short reel in a few days back about it also, is that I see so many of my clients tell me that I have an amazing life, but sometimes I just feel bad. Like, I just feel like I'm showing off if I kind of post about my car or something. I just don't feel it right. Like, my ideal client might just feel uncomfortable. But trust me, your content should make them feel uncomfortable, you know? You have to have those kind of posts where you are showing that, okay, you are living this life. Like right now, I have been in Bali, I have been in Vietnam, I have been traveling in so many countries in such a small span of time. I have been at a place where I have literally spent so many months in a different country. And how I'm affording all this? How can I be at a different time zone? I'm working with people. Yes, that's hard at times, balancing time and work that I'm doing. That's not a problem here because I kind of have a co-working space that helps me do that. But apart from all that, I can be anywhere in the world and still I can deliver the results for my clients. It comes with so much freedom, like so much freedom of my finances, so much freedom of my location. And I want my clients to also have that. I want them to have a business, have a sustainable business where they don't have to really worry about paying the rent or paying some small expenses that they have. And I can only help them with that only when they kind of feel that, okay, if she can have this, why can't I have it? So, and this is something I am doing for my other clients. So if you sign up for my program, I can help you too. That's my mission. My mission for this year is to at least help 1,000 women. It can be through free stuff, paid stuff, in every way possible. I am projecting that energy in 2024 where I really want to help all the women possible in whatever way possible, to kind of let them feel that you don't have to sacrifice your mental health, go through burnout, work for 17 hours a day, or you don't have to follow those logics where they say you wake up at 4 a.m. Trust me, it's not always possible. As women, you have a family, you have kids, you have so many things. You can't follow that. It doesn't work, right? So I don't want that for you. You don't have to sacrifice your mental health. You don't have to sacrifice your freedom. You can have it all. You really can. Like, Like, don't fall in those scams where people just say, oh, you can only do it if you wake up like that, or you don't need to have kids, you don't need to have all of that. All that doesn't work. You can be at any place in the world, you can have your laptop, you have to have an amazing offer, and things will be working out for you. And I help women to feel that, because throughout our entire life as women, I just felt that we had to consistently keep on choosing this or that, that or this, and you don't have to do that anymore, right? So I show that in my content. I post my videos from Bali and I post such stuff with that intention that the other person also feels, yes, I want that life, I so badly need it, right? So I do that because of this reason. So if you feel that when you are sharing your lifestyle content, someone might feel a bit judged, intimidated, or someone might feel a bit uncomfortable, trust me, that discomfort is going to lead them to kind of take the first step, which makes them feel like, okay, if she can have this life, I want this life, I want to work with her, right? So this is why you should show up like that. It's so important, right? When you speak about your story more often, and trust me, I'm just not sharing the framework, but trust me, when you take up these pointers from the value I'm sharing here, you will get content. Like when I say your story, you can just write your story. You can just write those points down. Point A, point B for you. Point A, point B for your client. You can just literally have a content calendar for next 6 months with what I'm saying here. Okay? So the next thing that I feel is super important is show them the point B. So suppose your transformation looks like that, okay, if you are someone who feels overweight, okay, who feels that they are stuck in this weight, they are emotionally overeating, they have tried a lot of fad diets and they just don't feel good within their body, but they are not feeling productive enough to make a change, they don't have time, they are in multiple jobs. So this is their point A, right? And their point B is a place where they love their body, where they're happy where they are, okay, where they have a wonderful plate of food and they accept it with gratitude, where they don't have the sugar cravings anymore, where their cortisol level is so well organized and well maintained, is that they don't crave for all that anymore, right? So if that's the point B, you have to start speaking more about the point B. You have to create that sense of desire. That's so important. Like you have to make them feel that, okay, this is your point B, this is what you want. Like it's so important to actually have that going. Like always make them remember, this is how it looks like, this is how it looks like. So I think you will be watching this video, but I have one of my clients who work with brain fog and fatigue, and she's an amazing coach, okay? Like if I had 150 clients, she definitely comes in like top 50 for sure, even in top 10 to be very precise. She's amazing. So yes, it's a referral also. You can reach out to me if any of you have brain fog or fatigue, and I would definitely recommend her. As I was giving shout out, I also thought I will give a shout out to other amazing ladies. One of them is in hypnotherapy and she's amazing. She helps with anxiety, stress, and also for women entrepreneurs to like live up to their potential and clear their blocks. She's amazing. And also I have this amazing lady who is soon to have a workshop coming up, and she is all about herbal medicines, and she's all about making sure that you make the most out of your body. Like women who are above 40s like to focus on their own health, strength training, things like that. And she's so super fit that I also sometimes feel like, okay, I need to be as fit as her. So yeah, so when I see about these people, in any of the scenarios, it is so important to know the point B, right? It is so important for my client, like as I give an example, she's dealing with like brain fog and fatigue. It is so important for her to consistently keep showing that, okay, this is how your life would look like when you don't have brain fog anymore, okay? This is how you will be able to spend more time with your kids. This is how productive you're going to feel in your body. This is how happy you're going to wake up. This is how you're going to cherish this phase of your life. Things like that, right? Like for my client who is showing that, okay, how to use hypnotherapy for like stress, anxiety, things like that. The point B is what? Not having stress anymore. Your cortisols are not making you crazy anymore, right? So more content that shows that how your life is going to be once you don't have all of this. That is going to create the sense of desire in your ideal client. They're going to feel like, this is possible. Like, I have been thinking this for so long, but this is really possible. I can do it. And that is going to make them feel that, okay, whatever has happened has happened. I need to take up my action now, right? So this is a super important pillar. Also, this connects us to the next pillar of the content, which is the value pillar. So in the value pillar also, this is a point which comes in, is that once you start sharing more about the point B, you're actually sharing value with them, right? That's a way of sharing good, valuable information, valuable content about how they're going to be, how they're going to feel, things like that, right? The next thing that you're going to start doing is that you're going to show them about your program. Now, I always recommend don't have 10 programs. Always have 2 programs, or if possible a single program, which is very much tuned in with what your ideal clients need. It's straight, it's direct, it focuses on as niched as possible for your audience, and you just work your way through it. The power of one comes in here. If you focus on 10 things at a time, nothing is important. I swear by that. So it's so important to just go with one here, okay? Or 2 still works, because I have seen people who have like 1-to-1 or group coaching, and they also have a recorded program. So 2 is still okay, but don't just go with 10 programs at a start. So when you have 2 programs, you need to consistently use in your value post where you show them that what is the benefit they're going to get from it. Okay, how does it look like working with you? What are the things do they get? What are the unique things that you bring on the table here? Okay, so when you start creating those value posts, you have to start showing that these are the things I do differently. These are the things that you're going to get at the end. So first you create the sense of desire, and then you build up on it, and you start creating things that actually show them that how it's going to actually help them reverse their situation from where they are to where they want to be, and how is the program is going to help in that, right? So this is how you actually focus in it. So suppose your client are divorced women and they are looking for new partners. So what you do is you actually show them how it feels like to have a man who values you. How is it to feel like that you have a provider man in your life? So these are the things. Like, how is it life with a person who is not narcissistic or who is not going to abuse you like the way you have been in a previous relationship? So you have to consistently show that how your program is navigating through the steps. What are the things you are doing? What are the things you are providing in the content? How much brain work, patterns, healing, what are the things you're giving in the program that is making them reach point B? The more you illuminate on that, the more value posts come out from that, the more it is easier for the people to get to know you more, position you more as an expert, and you to also stand out from the crowd and offer something which is totally different, right? So the next step is also going to be engagement. So if you follow, it's like LOVE, love. So we did values. The last pillar is engagement. But even though it's the last pillar, there are still a few points that I will be sharing as in extras that I said. So in the engagement posts are mostly questions. So these are going to be the questions where you're going to ask your ideal clients about their objections, their pain points, things like that. Okay, that will help you understand when they are engaging that, okay, these are actually your ideal clients. So if you ask them that, what was the biggest problem with the person you dated earlier, or why do you think you are attracting people like that? Things like that. Let them introspect and come up with answers, because that is going to help you understand that, okay, these are people who really want to take an action up, who are go-getters and who really need the support. So this is going to help you niche down, as well as it helps boost the Facebook algorithm here to kind of think that, okay, these people are engaging, they are kind of friends, so your post will be more suggested to those people, right? So engagement posts are going to help build up that Also, engagement post can be the post where you offer a free training, like I'm offering this. This can be a great engagement post, right? So this can be post that helps you reach to a wider mass, which also once a person comes in the training, there can be someone who might feel that, okay, I have all these things in place, I don't really need it. Or it can be someone who might just feel that, okay, but I don't think I really need a content person right now. Like I don't need a content training right now, or I already have a business coach who's doing this for me, so I don't need another business coach. If someone is operating from that, they can go, right? They can take the training, they can watch it, they might not watch it, but it's there. So once you have this engagement form of content, it's very easier for you to kind of honestly lean back and understand that, okay, streamline the process, understand, okay, these are not my ideal people, it's fine if they are not here, right? So this is how you do it. This is how the engagement posts come in the role. Now is the time for the extra bonuses that I just mentioned. Now you have already understood that in terms of content, you need to connect people more to the desire, like through your lifestyle posts, through showing up as an expert, showing more on the value or the point B of the transformation. You're kind of projecting a sense of desire in them, which makes them take up an action, right? But another thing that you also have to focus a lot is also pinpoint on their pain. Now, I know many people feel uncomfortable doing that, maybe because they feel that what is the use of me projecting that to them? But sometimes it's very important because there are very less people who kind of operate from desire. There are more people who operate from that pain. And that's the true fact. So suppose someone is on the verge of getting a divorce. Once it is highlighted to them that how is it going to be, right? So connect them with the pain, how they are feeling at the point, how their world is kind of crumbling down in front of them. It's everything is falling apart, okay? Or like I said about my client who was in the brain fog and fatigue support. So if she shares more content on how this is affecting your time with your family, how it is taking away your golden years where you are seeing your kids grow, or how it is making you feel guilty of not being the parent you want to be. This is how you connect with that pain. That pain is going to make them feel, okay, this is not how I want to feel anymore. I really have to take action now or else it's too late. Right? Got it? So this is the next pointer. And the another part, which is again very much connected to this point, is make posts on how the inaction is going to affect them. Right? So if they don't take an action today, if they don't solve the problem with their brain fog, if they don't hire a relationship coach or work on relationship counseling, then what happens? They end up having a divorce, their family goes apart, right? Or they are going to lose their physical health over the time. They are not going to feel happy. They have to continue feeling this miserable the way they are feeling. You have to show them that what is this inaction actually causing them in the longer run, because that is going to create a picture. If you want them to see that how is the future going to be if they work with you, you also have to show them that if they don't take any action right now, it can be they work with you, it can be they work with someone else, but if they don't take any action, what happens to them? It's so important to share that. I have seen so many people say, I don't have enough money to get a business coach. But it is so important to understand, if you have made a lot of money, like if you would have been at a place where you know how to make money and you're scaling a lot of money, you're making a lot of money, you wouldn't need a business coach because you have already figured that out. Isn't that so, right? So you're going to work more to show them this is your pain point, how it really feels. Okay? And also show them how it will be if you continue sticking to this for the next 10 years, 15 years. What you're going to lose? What is the price of the inaction that you're paying? And then you use content in a form where you show them that how you as a coach also invest in different coaches, different products, different tools. because that is how you actually inspire them to take an action, because you're consistently showing them that I am a coach, but I actually have worked with this many relationship coaches in the past to make sure I attract the man I want, and that is why I'm here. So now when I'm teaching you, I have gone from 10 coaches, I have learned the stuff, I have implemented that, and I have taken the best of all to give it to you so that they also feel that they really need support. Because I see so many people saying, I worked with this XYZ person and it didn't give me any results, so I don't want to trust anyone anymore. But always make them realize what is the cost of the inaction that they are putting in. Suppose you are a business person and you need someone to help you streamlining your process, and you just never invested. And every day you're struggling, you're stuck. Over a period of time, you would have to go back to your 9 to 5. How will that feel? How will it feel that you had this amazing dream, you had this pure intention, and you have to literally let that go? How will that feel? Like, I see so many people who feel that they want to just do DIY and they want to do it themselves. As a coach, as a service provider, you should also show them that what happens if they do it alone. What are the mistakes you have done when you have tried doing it yourself? How many years did you struggle? How is, after you invested in a coach, how did they help you accelerate the process? You have to pave the way for them. You have to see from their eyes. This is something I was saying in my last coaching call to someone I remember, is that you can't speak just in your language. You have to speak in a language which the other person can understand from. You need to speak in a way, communicate in a way so that they kind of realize that, okay, this is why it's important. Like, I was actually saying her that if you say that there is some resentment or trauma which is causing this, first you need to speak that this is what is happening and the underlying causes can be this. You can't just directly go into that this is how I solve this. You have to actually make them realize that, okay, this is such a deep-rooted issue. This is why it needs work. This is what happens if you don't do the work. This is why it happens if you keep on DIYing it. Right? So that is the thing that you really have to show in terms of your content. Trust me, all the pointers I have said in this training, if you just write those pointers down, take a notebook, write it down, you can literally journal on that and have 6 months of content done. Very honestly, easily you can get that out. When you are also showing up as an expert, you have to keep showing up the reason why they need to hire you. And that also comes, we have spoken about it on the expertise, on how you show your testimonials, but that has a lot to do with also how much you have learned from your mistakes. What are the mistakes you don't want your ideal client to make? Because that also helps them feel that, okay, you have been in that point and you know it very clearly. Right? So in this video also, the many times I said that if someone says it's too expensive, then this is what they mean. It actually is coming from the place where I have been at a place like you are at the moment. I have gone through that objections. And then only I was able to actually make a bonus manual where I can literally write down, if someone is saying this, then psychologically they really do mean this. Then how do you fix this? Right? So understand that and show that in your content. Show up and speak about that and make them realize that you have been in that point and you already know what's happening here. Right? That is so important. Now the next point is understanding your client's objections is very important. So when you do your market research, when you speak to your clients over the sales call, or when you just have a normal chat which might not lead anywhere, still you will start understanding their objections or how they think. So if you take a notebook and literally write down that what are the objections do they have, I will let you know, I will speak to my husband and I will let you know, things like that. I don't have enough money, this is too expensive for me, all those. You can also start understanding from what mindset are they operating and how you can reframe that. So if you have content around that, it will actually help them think, okay, she's not wrong. So suppose someone says that I don't have enough money to invest in a program that helps me kind of self-care because I'm really running errands to make ends meet. So if you start reframing that in form of content that actually speaks more about that you can only pour from a cup that's full. Otherwise, what happens on the longer run? How burned out you feel? How people take advantage of you and how you end up being all alone. When your content starts speaking on those terms, a person realizes the importance of it. That inspires them to take the action. Okay, so your content should inspire them to take actions. So this is the content part of it. Now, one of the technical parts that you really need if you want someone to take that action is also being very clear about the call to actions that you are including in your content. Okay, so don't write DM to chat, because someone might just really feel, I have to DM them, and then again it's going to be a long conversation. Or there are so many people who think, I will come out as salesy or sleazy. None of those things are going to happen. When you are serving someone, you need to operate from that energy, that how your product is going to change their lives. You have been there. You are a coach today, so you have been there. You know how hard it has been for you to struggle and solve this for yourself, right? So always operate from that energy. Once you start operating from that energy, it is going to be very easy for you to also project that in terms of your content, and also start showing up in a form that is actually required in this condition. So your call to action should be very strong. If you want this particular freebie, drop down this word. Then you have a conversation later on with that person. Or you just have a call to action in form of a question, which is related to the post that you have, so that they can actually answer what objections do they have, rather than just saying DM me to chat. Okay, so very strong, very directed call to action. Honestly, if you need more help on how to use these pointers to build your content calendar app, how to handle objections, how to create an offer which is actually tuned in with your ideal audience, this is so important, because there are so many people with so many amazing offers, but it actually does not speak clearly to their ideal audience. And that's the fact. So if you need more help on all those things, if you need more help on how do you want your funnel to be, right? If you need more help on how you want to have more calls on your calendar, how do you want to book them, how do you want to convert them to sales, how do you want to make them like the advocates for your brand, all those things, then this is the business coaching program that I have built, and it has an offer for the next 10 days. I might extend it to 12 days, thinking about it still now, but yeah, it's 10 days for now. It's only $500, actually $499 for a span of 6 months. So you are actually paying me almost like $80 a month, which is like a membership price. But what you're going to get here is a private calls with me, along with self-paced program, bonuses like templates for social media. You're going to get the objection manual, you're going to get different playbooks, you're going to get different planner journals, so many things. Because I will be increasing the price soon. I will make it like at least $2,000. I'm not going lesser than that for something so valuable, but I really wanted to get the first 10-20 people in at this price, which is only $80 a month. So you're paying $500 for 6 months. That's like super inexpensive. And honestly, you might think why I'm doing this super inexpensive. It's only because I really wanted to help people out, as I said, in my mission for this year. So if you sign up, you're going to get that for sure. And I really hope that this video has been helpful, and this will help you reach the place where you really want to be. And this training helps you to make the most of the knowledge that you got. And as I have promised, so this offer is going to be live as soon as you're watching the training. So I think you can see it at the same page or something. So once you see that, once you sign up, I can't wait to meet you on the other side and help you to navigate through this entire process, streamline this entire thing for you. You will also see that I have mentioned about 100% satisfaction guarantee, where I assure that you are going to go with or happy smiles and will be super satisfied with the product that you're getting. Thank you so much for watching the training. I appreciate you joining so much. This means the world to me. Thank you so much.